YellOw being clever, trying to mine out that back entrance to Bisu's base. Bisu being equally clever, scouts it with his probe. I don't know if he's going to be able to stop that, unless he commits a Dragoon over there, which it doesn't look like he's going to. But, wait a minute, what is this? Some Overlords and Hydralisks massing off the northeast edge of Bisu's base, and this looks like it could be set up for a drop, which is really interesting indeed. So the lair might have been to research drop rather than lurkers, or maybe both. Stargate's now out, that first Corsair is on the way. Some cannons are going up to defray any attack over from the ground forces on the back, but that's not what YellOw's doing. It's a mind game, and it's going to be a slow drop. These Overlords are spotted by the Corsair, but they're getting over those trees that were blocking them from dropping, and now Lurkers morphing in the base, and a bunch of Zerglings too. So this is just really crazy play from YellOw. This slow drop, really neat idea, very different, very offbeat. It's a good way to catch Bisu off guard and give him an early game opportunity to do some damage or just take the game, which I think is what YellOw should have been doing. Lurkers now in the base, and probes are chasing those around. I don't think that's the choice of unit that YellOw really wants to have dealing with these lurkers, and he's lost a bunch of probes to that attack. So YellOw's economy not looking so hot. Haven't seen any signs of a robotics bay yet. Oh no, robotics facility and an observatory up, so observers are going to be out pretty soon, and those cannons are going to push these lurkers back, but Bisu's already lost a lot. It's going to delay his third base a whole bunch. Another slow Overlord on the move there, and there may be another drop coming. At the natural this time. There's a cannon on the ridge overlooking there, but I think there might be a gap where YellOw can fit a lurker. I'm not totally sure. That lurker is burrowing just out of range of that cannon, so most of the probes able to escape there. I think one just got taken out, and that holds position. Dragoon and lurker are just kind of staring at each other outside of the natural, but yeah, Bisu has been knocked completely off balance by this wild slow lurker drop strategy, which in retrospect I think is absolute genius from YellOw. Bisu, I think, had to have been expecting the 2-hatch Hydra break based on what he saw, and the fact that it didn't come, and Bisu put all of his forces at his natural entrance to stop any such break from happening, left him wide open for that drop. That was tactical genius there. Wonderful play from YellOw. I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing, and Bisu's getting some use out of that Corsair, just sniping an Overlord there, but Bisu is at a huge disadvantage here. Another thing that I've noticed is there aren't a whole lot of gateways in his main base. I think between the economic losses that he took and I think the timing of that drop, he got caught before gateways could be massed up. Overlord speeds up now too, and I don't know if Bisu is going to be able to get enough units on the ground to defend against this. He has a Reaver, which is definitely going to help a bunch. He's adding more cannons to his front, but there's a 4 Overlord drop coming in. It's about 8 Zealots and a Reaver against a couple of Lurkers and about 8 Hydralisks, so maybe that's enough in terms of forces on the ground to defend himself, but any losses here are going to be pretty crippling, because it's 1 gateway, 1 robotics facility as far as I can tell, against 3 hatcheries for YellOw. YellOw having added that 2nd hatchery at the natural, so oh dear, walking his 2nd Reaver through that choke, Bisu loses it. That's a little bit careless, and that 2nd Reaver would have definitely gone a long way toward helping Bisu fend this attack off. The Overlords are floating about. I don't know if they have any more forces in there, or if they're just a scout for observers and DTs. More Overlords coming with reinforcements here. The Reaver goes down. This is insane. The main base is now only defended by cannons, and Yellow is going to have enough to take all of this out. All the cannons are down. That robotic support bay is going to go down. And Yellow is just keeping on loading up more drops. He's got the production advantage, and he knows he can afford to keep doing this. This is reminding me a lot of a cast that I did recently of Effort versus Sangho on Medusa, where Effort just did this continual drops pressure strategy. It didn't happen in the same way with this initial lurker drop. Oh! Picking up the Hydralisks to dodge that Scarab. Some beautiful micro from NC Yellow there, doing what we usually see Protoss players do with their Reavers and Shuttles. Yellow adapting that a little bit for Zerg play. That's fantastic play by Yellow. Real presence of mind. Very impressive stuff. Morphing lurkers to prevent Hydralisks from dying and then canceling. Just Yellow is really on the ball with his micromanagement. That robotic support bay getting attacked, it's going to go down, or it would have if that's what was being focused on, but Yellow's going straight for the Nexus, which if Bisu loses it is going to be a colossal loss. It'll put Yellow way, way ahead, more so than he already is, and it doesn't look like there's anything to stop that Nexus from going down. That last cannon's taken out in the corner. That Nexus is going to go down. It's down. So Bisu's on one Nexus at his natural. All of his main tech is going down, so that Citadel's going to go. And Hydras are now massing at the natural entrance, so Yellow is going to have a sort of sandwich attack on Bisu's bases from the front and from the front of the natural and from the main. And Yellow's switched to Mutalisks now. This is really interesting. With all those cannons down, the Mutalisks are going to have free reign in the air around the main base. Second robo facility going up. I don't see another support bay yet, so I assume if that's not up, it's going to be coming, because Reavers are going to be needed on the ground to defend against these Hydralisks. Bisu's getting a couple of Zealots harassing the economy of Yellow, and Yellow's on two bases and is not on a fantastic economy either, but he's ahead of Bisu, and I don't think that Bisu is going to have enough forces getting over there to do enough to slow Yellow down here at all. Mutalisks on the way. It's a pretty big cloud, maybe about 9 of them, considering the three hatcheries, and a few more joining up. There's a lot of cannons at the natural. There's about 5 of them. And the 2 Reavers. Mutalisk going straight for the Reavers. This is good play. Without those Reavers, base is going to be really vulnerable to those Hydralisks that are crushing in from both sides now. This is just fantastic tactical play from NC Yellow here. I don't see how Bisu can defend this off one gateway, neither does he. He GG's. Yellow making his big I'm back statement there, taking a game from Bisu. That was unbelievable play. That was ballsy, low economy stuff. Bisu's not looking distressed by that. He's kind of smirking, saying to himself, alright NC Yellow, you pulled one over on me. That's why you're the legend. I'll be joining ranks in the Legend Club soon. Good on you. NC Yellow, he's looking really excited. Crowd's been going wild for him, regardless of whether they were Ace or SKT fans. I don't know if you caught it with the Korean commentators. The crowd was just screaming Jinho for Yellow. Wow, what an awesome game that was. This was one of those recommendations from the Team Liquid forums, unlike the last game that I cast, that I have to agree, that was fan-freaking-tastic. I hope you enjoyed watching that as much as I did, and that was a lot. Thanks very much for watching. Bisu vs. Hwasun should really be the next commentary that I do, but I might be lying to you again, who knows, you'll see. Thanks very much for watching again. Please leave a comment if you feel like it, and have a good day.